I think that the publishing process is a difficult one. It's not something that I've enjoyed every moment of, but I've certainly gained a lot about it in the end. It's a very similar process to the dissertation experience, I would say, that you spend time going back and forth between yourself and someone else, between yourself and reviewers, and they can give you more objective experiences and more objective opinions, which is really great. It really makes a more robust experience, more robust research, more robust publication. And so that part of it is really wonderful, and I really appreciate that. Not only my mentors and also the peer reviewers. My dissertation just became in press 3 days ago. So it's a really exciting experience for me to see the hard work for my dissertation move into the published position for my profession.
You know, sometimes when you're publishing, you might be part of a sort of a compendium series. So you apply to work with a certain publisher or a certain editor to be within a volume, and there's a really close fit. I've had that experience. Another experience is where you get something back, and it's actually quite common, where they say revise and resubmit, because they have a specific idea of the way they want things presented, or what they want highlighted, or what they think where their questions will be. And that's not anything to take poorly. It's just something to really work on in terms of you take those revisions, and as long as you agree that it's appropriate, and then you resubmit. If it's a rejection, sometimes that means you didn't really apply to the right journal, or sometimes it means there's a lot of work to do. So I encourage people to really think carefully before they select their journal. Make sure it's a good fit. Look at the other articles that are there. Does this seem like something that fits with your work and your style? And then when you're writing that letter, you refer to those similar types of articles to help the publisher see the context and how that might fit. But there's, sometimes what you want to do is you don't want to shy away from challenging journals, because they're going to be the most established and most appreciated. But just be willing to have that kind of iterative process to get your work out there.
In publishing, it's an arduous task at first, but once you understand what is expected of you and how to write for certain journals, the process then becomes iterative, and it becomes a little bit easier. At first, it's overwhelming, much like the dissertation process may be. But if you can write to your audience, and you're able to write to what the journal is expecting, you'll be able to pass through some of those stumbling blocks that you may have along the way. The other suggestion that I have as well is that do not feel threatened, or do not feel depressed based on some of the feedback that you receive from the journal or from the editors. It's a natural process to receive positive, constructive feedback, only to improve upon your work, and that's what those journal editors are trying to do. They're trying to expound and expand the knowledge of the reader, as well as sharpen your skills and hone in on exactly what you want to say in order to get your message out.